everyone, my name's Bailey Showers, and this is for the assignment Who Am I as a University Reader in the class Reading for Undergraduate Success. So basically, what I'm going to be doing today is a short documentary on my personal reading habits and more generally how I am as a university reader. So, some of the things that we'll be covering in this documentary include the things I read on a daily and weekly basis, where I like to read, and some goals I have for my future reading. Hope you enjoy.
So, this is a little chart that I filled out tracking my reading habits for a full week. This week was from September 15th to September 21st of 2019. And so it'll fluctuate, depending on the week and what I have and kind of what I'm in the mood to read. But here's kind of a general rundown of what I'm reading on a weekly basis. So, as you can see, internet searches, texting, and email is something that I do every day for reading. And it takes a lot of my time as well. Internet searches, anywhere from 3 to 6 hours generally. Texting, a couple hours a day. Email, 30 minutes. Um, so I would say those are probably more recreational readings, because most of my internet searches are sports related or political related, and texting is you generally pretty recreational as well. Email is probably a little bit of both, probably recreational, but also academic. I'm writing professors and getting assignment materials and emailing assignments and all that. Um, as you can see during the week, I like to read textbooks for at least textbooks and other school material for at least a couple hours a week, and I should probably say ebooks rather than textbooks because most of my books are online. But yeah, I do that every day of the week. I try to at least set aside 1 hour to do that. And then on the weekends, I take it off and I'll read something like Sports Illustrated or another magazine. I also like to stay up on the news, so I read The Hill and The Washington Post. And I didn't have room for it here, but I also like to read Twitter a lot. That's probably a daily thing. Read Twitter, mainly for sports and news information. So yeah, this is generally what I'm reading on a weekly basis, and like I said, it'll fluctuate just depending on the week. But yeah, this is a good example of what I'm reading on a weekly basis.
So, I wanted to go over some of my future goals for reading. So, probably one of my big goals is to read more books, both nonfiction and fiction. I used to read a lot of fictional books, and I enjoyed them. Haven't really read much nonfiction, but I feel like it's when I have read them, they've always been interesting. Like I like to read biographies, especially autobiographies. Andre Agassi's autobiography "Open" was one that I really liked, and I used to love to read fictional stuff as well. So yeah, my one of my big goals would be to maybe cut down on the time that I'm reading on the internet and pick up like a fictional series or a fictional book, as well as read some nonfiction stuff like biographies and stuff like that.